in this tutorial we're going to add movement to our player. So we'll be able to use the arrow keys to move it left and right. So to do this, we're going to once again work in game.js. Now, this code is a little bit long, so we're going to break it out into a separate function to make things easily readable and trackable by us. So we're going to create a new function called checkInput. So at the bottom, I'm going to create some comment. This code checks for the user input and moves the player accordingly. Now I'm going to give it an understandable name, function check input. Now when am I going to check input? Well, I need to call this function and I need to call it every frame. So at the top here, I'm going to check input and I'm going to do that before I draw anything. So check input at the top of draw. So what's going to happen in check input? Well, we want to access moving left and right. Now we've done this before in our tutorials in class, and it's the same code. So I'm going to add some comments, moving left and right. Okay. So if key is down. So this is using the P5JS. If key is down, left arrow. So if I'm holding down the left arrow key, what am I going to do? I'm going to get my player.velocity.x, and I'm going to, for now, if I'm going left, I'm going to set that to -1. Else if key is down, right arrow, if I'm pressing the right arrow, if I'm moving right, player.velocity.x equals 1. And then I'm going to have, just for now, another else, player.velocity.x equals 0. So if I'm not hitting left and right, set my velocity to 0. Okay, now I will refresh. Now I'm holding down the right arrow. I'm moving right. I'm not holding anything, I stopped. And if I hold down the left arrow, I move left. So I can move left and right. Now it would be very nice if my player changed the direction it was facing to match the movement direction. So we can do that. So when I have my left arrow down, I'm going to go player.mirror x -1. And when I'm moving right, I'm going to go player.mirror x 1. So now when I move my player, it changes direction to match whichever direction I am hitting on my keyboard. Now at the moment, it just slides. It doesn't actually look like it's walking. So maybe I want to also make it so that it looks like it's walking. So I need to change the animation. So when I hit the left arrow, it's going to be player.change animation. And I'm going to turn on its walking animation. And I'll also have to do that when I hit the right key. And the reason I have to do that is because I could be, if I haven't pressed anything, I'm going to set my animation to stand. So if I not press anything, it'll stand still. If I am hitting an arrow, it will walk. Okay, now I'll run again. And now I walk to the right. and I walk to the left, and when I'm not, it stops. So now I have a successfully moving player. In our next tutorial, we're going to refine this movement a little bit, and we're going to make it a little bit smoother and a little bit more sophisticated.